Good morning, it's Peter on Doxie here in Gosford. I'm sort of laughing because this is the first time I've done this in probably a month. Yeah, I'm back on Doxie today to do one particular job, which is to replace the fasteners for the boomvang to the mast. And if you don't know what that is, we'll go through that and I'll explain it. Just feels good to be back on Doxie, to be honest. It's just been too long ashore. Not that I'm sailing anywhere at the moment, but hopefully soon. But anyway, I've got these jobs to do first before I have confidence to go anywhere again. So let's just get on with it. Okay, so what is this boomvang of which I speak? Basically, it is this bar here. So connecting from the bottom of the mast to part way along the boom. What it does is holds the boom and prevents it from moving up and down. And what that does basically is hold the sail in shape. So you can actually adjust the vang to make the sail flatter by pulling the boom down, or giving it a bit more belly by allowing the boom to go further up. That causes a curve in the rear part of the sail. Anyway, I haven't got the sail up, so I don't know why I'm showing you that. So what am I doing? During the course of the last cruise, the fasteners on here worked loose. Basically, they were just screwed into the mast itself, and it being aluminium, they burred and all sorts of things. So this was my temporary fix, which I'm now going to remove. Okay, so I'll just remove my U-boot fix and we're left with the actual article itself. Now there is one bolt left in there. Yeah, I can't hand tighten it or loosen it even. So what I'm going to do now is take the strain off this. I didn't think there would be any on there, but there is, by lifting the boom with the topping lift. Just so I can clear the bracket away from the actual mast itself and access the workplace. Alright, so I should have this loosened off a bit more now, so I'm going to need two hands for this, obviously. Get this guy out and just try and move the vang away from the mast, so I've got access to the actual holes themselves, which you can see one of there. Okay, so I've got it quite a bit looser now by pulling that up. So as I said before, I'll need two hands for this job just to separate that out. Probably need to pull it a bit higher actually. Just remove that bolt. It's almost coming out by itself, which was what the problem was. So anyway, I'll need both hands. Okay, managed to get it away now. So we can see we've got the 3 bolt holes here, 3 on the other side. The bracket actually is sort of hinged in the middle, if you like, so it can wrap around most mast shapes. So the next thing to do basically is I'll need to drill those holes to a particular diameter, and I got a special drill bit particularly just to do that job. So that, plus preparing the bolts and rivnuts for installation. What are rivnuts? Well, we're going to go and have a look at that, aren't we? Okay, so what is a rivnut, I hear you ask? I've got good hearing, better than you think. This is a rivnut, or a nutsert. So basically, as the name indicates, it's a combination of a rivet and a nut, because it's got thread on the inside. So how it works basically is it will go through the mast, through the skin of the mast. I'll poke it into the hole that I drill with the drill bit that I got. Insert this, and then there is a tool in here, which I will just pop that down. Now there is an M6 size bolt. Okay, so I've got the particular fitting for that, and my nutsert rivet thingy, which I haven't used in anger yet, so this is going to be a learning curve. So basically this is going to screw on the onto the end of the tool, In turn, I will then put, let's maybe try and do this in braille. There we go. Pull it out. Not quite sure what that bit does. Yeah, still got a lot to learn. And it's got to be all learned today. So anyway, what happens basically is the nutsert, or the rivnut, will go on the end of the tool here, which will be then placed in the tool there. I can see how that works now. And I will then basically pull it through like a rivet gun, okay? It will then compress this part down onto the inside of the mast skin, okay? So, which is probably about yay thick or so, aluminium being what it is. So that'll form a solid bolt attached to the mast, which I can then remove the tool and then bolt my boomvang fitting into a solid base bolt on the mast. Okay, so that should give us a very good solid attachment, and better than it was, and maybe better than it ever was, because it's better than just screwing it straight into aluminium. Now, this is aluminium, this is stainless steel, the mast is aluminium. Okay, so what we need to do is to ensure that corrosion doesn't happen. Tends to be a bit of a problem when you're on boats on the sea. So what we need to do, because metals also are react with each other, and one might become a sacrificial corrosion point for the other, because some metals corrode more quickly than others. So I've got this stuff here, Duralac. Okay, so this is anti-corrosive jointing compound, which I'll need to spread all over it, over the rivnuts, perhaps on the inside of the bolt too, not going to hurt. And that will basically stop them reacting with each other and using the other as a sacrificial corrosion source. So this is actually used in aerospace and everything. Airplanes, they use this stuff basically to stop the corrosion between the rivets and the aluminium skin. So yeah, it's about it was about $40 odd just for this tube. So it's not cheap, but absolutely worth doing, because otherwise you'll be struggling with corroded fittings in very short order, and you'll have to do the work all over again. Anyway, let's have a look at getting the fitting put on correctly to the riveter and next steps. Okay, so just taking the unit off the end here, and then I see that the actual fitting comes in sideways, so it gives us a good solid purchase for doing the work that it needs to do. So I'm now going to put in my M6 one. Not M6-1, it's just M6, but there's only one of them. Maybe that's how that works. And then I think we screw this bit back on. I'm quite intrigued what this does. Oh, I see. All right, so that goes with that. And this goes in here. Or in here, if you're South African. Yeah. There, and we screw it in. And we are now ready for our own rivnuts to fit on there, which is pretty exciting, really. Okay, now the thread starts way at the back here, because obviously the end result's going to be, it's going to be pulled in towards the actual mast itself. So yeah, surprising. Maybe I don't need that spacer in there. Yeah, I think I do. Anyway, it's it looks like it's all oh, well, of course I've got it closed, haven't I? All right, live and learn. There we go, we're ready for this part even. So I think the next thing we're going to do is basically start coating these rivnuts. Actually, no, I think I might go and drill the mast first, so that's all ready. Because once it's coated, it's coated. And I'm just rambling. Anyway, bear with me. Okay, we've got the drill bit on the drill. So let's go up top. Hee hee. Okay, so here's the fun part. I'm going to now spread this stuff. Yeah, that's as far as I could get the gloves on. I could say something about that, but I won't. Yeah, so anyway, let's just put that on there and spread it around. Okay, we're out here now, and yeah, this is our stuff. Don't you love the colors? Okay, first time I've ever done this, so it could be a study in how not to do it, or I might get lucky, you know. So what I'm going to do now is screw one of these puppies in here. Let's bring it right on, nice and tight, and through the hole, through the hole. Okay, so we put some pressure on it now. A lot of pressure on it now. Okay. Trouble is you can't see how you're doing, right? Okay, take the pressure back off. And then I guess we just screw it out, huh? Or something. Like I said, first time doing. Theory's fine. Seems to be a solid. Yeah, hey, look at that. By Jove, I think it works. Now, let me just, a little sticky. You know what? It's easier to wash my hands afterwards than try and do it with those gloves, which I can't get on anyway. Okay, let's see how we go with this one. Here we go. Big squeeze. Not so much room. And there we go. Oh. Okay, looks like a solid bait. And the other trick is, how do you get the tool off of it? That's novel. Okay. So maybe there's some other way. I think, no, you know what? Why don't we just move this guy out of the way? There we go. All right, now we're cooking. Maybe there's an easier way to do this. I haven't discovered it yet. I've got 6 of these to do, and probably discover all sorts of things and probably never do it again in my life. But okay, number 3. Oh, what am I doing? Getting my processes a little bit roundabout. Okay, so screw that in. Screw your courage to the sticking place. Was it something? Anyway, small talk. Well, very little is going on of the moment. Oh, look at that. All right. Not sure that went in very well. I think it's okay though. Okay. And so forth. Okay, we have got 6 rivnuts in place. So, the moment of truth. Can we marry them up and get those bolts going? Let's do it. Okay, so let's see if me and my awkwardness can get this happening. Alright, we'll just try and marry that up. Everything should be loose enough to give me movement and stuff. Okay, so let's... Well, done. That is a job that's been hanging over my head for ages, simply because it was just so hard to get all the parts all together. The rivnuts had to come from somewhere, and yeah, anyway. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I think that's probably the most solid it's been for years. Just looks like those original bolts have been working their way out for a long time. Yay! I am happy with that. Well, I've got to go and test it, right? What a day for it. First time out since I've been home, sailing at least anyway. Bring it on! I feel good about that day. I got that job done, which has been hanging over my head for about a month, and I finally got out to have a great sail. It was quite spirited, good bit of wind coming through, so all in all a great day. What it does tell me though, it doesn't take you long to go soft. I'm achy just after a month away from it. But yeah, anyway, fantastic day. Yeah, I'll just try and keep this going now and probably get out for some short sails at least anyway. So thank you for following along. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. There'll be more coming. This is Dawn Raider, out.